Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews Special Edition, New Belgium Voodoo Ranger IPA Revisited, and we picked this for no particular reason.
No particular reason. It's ice cold in the fridge, so it's been a while since we've done this one. The last time we did this one, it wasn't too favorable because you mentioned something along the lines of the hop profile being fleshy. Now I agree, it's kind of like...
That's before the Voodoo days, though. That's back when you just had Ranger and the other Ranger. Remember these just call it Ranger? They revamped the line with the Voodoo.
Okay. So with that said...
Yeah, the other one I didn't like. Oh, no.
Yeah, so this is coming in at, what, 7% alcohol?
Yeah, 7.3?
All right.
7. They got
I think it's 55 IBUs on this.
They got the 19.2 ounce talls at Circle K for like $3.
Stovepipes.
Yeah. They got the hazy Voodoo and the Voodoo.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday at work, and they experienced the stovepipe in like Germany, and they said that was the traditional way of serving a beer, was in a 19.2 ounce. It must equate out to some kind of metric system measurement. I really don't know.
I think it's more like the 16.9, 500 milliliters is what they normally drink over there, 500.
I was told that they were served a beer that was a 19.2 ounce.
Well, it might have been. I don't think that's the typical German serving.
I was told that I can only go by the words that were spoken to me in the conversation I had, that's what it was.
Okay, this is a thick, a thick spongy head. Looks like a sponge.
It does look like a sponge.
Wash dishes with.
And it's kind of not going away.
And it's gold.
Gold-ish.
Very gold.
You smell it, that's an IPA. Well, that's got that IPA smell to it. Smells good.
Rich hop resin.
Yeah, like an old school...
Pale malt. Cheers.
Kind of like a 90s style IPA.
2000 style. I think the hops must be, the IBUs must be higher than 55 though, huh?
I don't know. It's kind of like a butterscotch. This going on with it.
Butterscotch.
Yeah. I've spoken about this before. If you take one of those butterscotch candies that you get when you're a kid, and they were wrapped up in that yellow cellophane, and you sit there and you eat them, rather than say like peppermint, same scenario. You get like that candiness, that candy kind of butterscotch, what I would call butterscotch, from that candy butterscotch, and that's what I'm getting.
It's medium bodied beer, high medium maybe. It's not heavy body, but it's heading toward heavy. It's drying. It's not really that bitter, so maybe 55. We didn't research this because we were like fooling with vehicles before, but
He was.
oh wait a minute, I was.
He was.
But nobody was showing me about wheel covers and fog lamps. Okay, I was hallucinating apparently. Anyway.
We happen to roll up.
It's kind of simple. This beer is simpler than I thought. I thought it was more complex.
It's simply good. I'm just going to say that.
I'm not saying anything negative. I'm saying it's basic. It's like pale malt, like white bread crust, some mild bitterness, and
But check this out. All my beer is gone.
piney hop
and
oil.
I still have the head left.
Yeah, it's
There's
very
probably none.
It's very foam oriented.
Yeah. I think it's the old hard pour that we did on the wrong style.
Yeah. Now some people get really disturbed by the hard pour, and they ask me about it at least once a week, and I tell them it's not a problem.
Is there a video out from the Anheuser-Busch?
Many videos.
Well, particularly from the Anheuser-Busch family.
Yes.
Of the descendants that are left over, people from the last family that owned Anheuser-Busch before it was sold, that actually go on and on and on and tell us that hard pouring a beer is the right way to do it.
Yeah, because they say release esters. That's aroma
And it also releases
chemicals.
gases.
Yeah, it makes it so it's not going to make you
so
burp
you're not
and
gonna
feel full.
burp. Yeah. I've heard this through the years. People always say, "I don't like canned beer because it makes me burp and fart." Well, that's because you're not getting the gas out of the beer. The gas is going inside of you. So by releasing it from a hard pour, it releases.
Well,
the
you see
gas.
people doing pours like,
Oh yeah.
and they're being
Like
real
when
careful.
we were kids, we'd be at a keg party, like, man, I don't want that head on there.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. Now here's the point I was going to make for you.
I'm right here.
Started talking. People told me, well, when I go out to a bar and I order, they always pouring it real slow and let it get even at the top. I said, wait, there's a difference. You're at a bar, you're paying exorbitant prices already, and you're getting draft beer. So no, of course you don't want this much foam if you paid an exorbitant price anyway, and it's going to die down to that, right?
It's still there.
But but are you understanding what I'm saying? If you get beer on draft, you want all the way to the top beer, right? You don't want to pay for foam. But in a can, you're getting the same amount. It's going to die down into beer, maybe tomorrow morning, but
Maybe tomorrow morning.
But you get the point. Out of a can or bottle, it's not a problem. On a draft, at a bar or tavern or restaurant, yeah, of course you don't want to pay for foam.
Right.
But we're not paying for foam because we bought the bottles and cans. We're drinking off premises, as they call it. So, score, I'm going to say A. It's an A. It's not extraordinary. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it's...
I'm going to give it a marginal A. I'm going to give it a 90.
A minus. Wow. So you're
I'm always looking for improvement with these beers, and they seem to listen and they improve them. For the last time I had this, it's improved. I say keep on improving.
I'm going to go with 93. I'm going to jump up 3 points higher. I'm going to go to 93. I think it's most excellent.
I'm still going to stick with a 90.
Now, they did get bought out about 2 years ago by a company called Lion Little of Australia. Makes a bunch of beers in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to wrap up this beer review. There's too much outside noise.
Hey, just people gunning engines,
Camaros.
Camaros.
And Camaros.
So Lion Little did buy them out. It's owned by an Australian company that's owned by a Japanese company, but that's another story. But anyway, I like it.
You're not getting anything out of the foam, man. The foam is just there. Wink, a wink, a wink.
Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah.
I choose.
To me, that's a good sign.
Sit there and suck on foam.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I think that's a good sign when you get that thick foam.
Okay.
All right, but you get that with Miller High Life too.
That's
All
a
right.
good beer.
So, Les Le Bon Temps Relay, a 90, 93. We're happy, and we're going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Colorado and tour the new Belgian brewery, and I know they give tours. Or go to North Carolina, the other brewery.
That beer is good.